Alright, so I am back, and today we're going to be taking a look at the TFC's Bigbite, also known as, I believe this one's Scalor. Let's see here. We'll look that up real quick. Yeah, definitely Scalor. So yeah, he looks good. He's got all sorts of little bits going on here. He's got this little doohickey here. He's got this doohickey here, and this thingamajig here. This is, of course, the hand for combined mode. Each finger looks like it's articulated. Looks like they're all pinned together. So that's actually works really well. So far of the TFC products I've had, definitely the best looking and working hand I've seen. And it's got this nice big blade all over the top, just like Piranacon is supposed to have. Yeah, it's nice. We won't be looking at the combined mode because, you know, I like to save those for when I get the whole set and go from there. And he does have a gun mode. He's got foot mode. He's got an arm mode. One of those kind of deals. He's got these two guns here, and you just open this up. This will flip out, or you flip the handle down. It's just in the back here. All right, let me try that again. So you open that up, flip the handle down, and then you can pull that out. And then you can take this piece, fold this out, and it becomes like a rifle. So it looks pretty good. Nice blue paint, or blue plastic here, silver paint there. Just great plastic. Little slop right there. But yeah, he's got the same thing twice. It's slightly remolded from each other because it's got a tab here and a plug there. So, and also this tab here's on the back there, and there's a groove for it here. So, close, but not quite the same piece. Now I'm looking at it, and there's no big nasty screws or anything like that. So they did a pretty good job of hiding that. The two swords, they're just the pink color with the silver on the inside. So those look good. And then we get to the actual figure. So you see he's this pink, blue, gray fish. They use a lot of different molded plastics. Like this is pretty obvious. This is the pink plastic. And then this is the blue plastic. You can see this blue is painted on though, and it matches the blue perfectly. Like absolutely perfectly. Unless this whole piece is gray plastic. But all the blue matches. All of it matches. So it's like some of it's painted on, some of it has to be painted on, and some of it's molded. Yeah, this is definitely painted on. These all the pinks match. The grays, all the grays match. This, yeah, no, that matches pretty good. And then he's got some clear bits, clear plastic bits here, some of the teeth here, eyes, blue, clear blue tail tip, clear pink. He's got darker reddish colored arms with the clear plastic bits. I think he's got some great clear blue toenails. I think he's got some great color breakup, and while he's not heavily painted, the painting that they did is so far above what they're used to that I think it looks great. I think this thing looks great. Mouth can open and close. See, these teeth can fold in and out. That's more for transformation. These teeth can also move in and out. Shoulders are on ball joints. And then these do fold in and out. Claws move in and out. Ratchet at the leg. Thigh swivel. Bends at the knee. Toe swivel. And then he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 ball joints on the tail, so gets a pretty good range of motion. So yeah, all in all, I think he looks pretty good. I can't seem to get this piece back together right. I know I'm doing something wrong, but yeah, just throwing that out there. That's me. All right, now let's get him transformed. So you want to start by pulling these arms up like this. Get those out of the way. This will fold down. And then you want to take this assembly here. This pulls up. And this will split apart. Tabs in there very well. Just like so. And just move those out of the way. Then we want to untab the feet. Let's see if I got there we go. Untab the feet. Kind of trying to split everything as well. So split it right down the middle. Just like that. Alright. And then to transform the leg, you want to fold the claws in. Let's see here. I'm trying to remember how to do this. It's been a few days. This will rotate up like this, and then back down. Fold the teeth up here, and then we want to. This will need. Oh, okay. Sorry. So we don't want to do this yet. This will fold out. This will rotate down. Like so. Then you fold that bottom jaw back in. And then here what we want to do is this will fold down. And fold the teeth in. Sits over there. This will fold over. There's a little groove section here that plugs into that peg there. Like that. Fold the foot forward. This will fold up like that. This will rotate around on itself. There's a tab here and a plug there, and they'll just plug back in, just like so. And that's the heel. So just kind of, and then you just kind of find a place for the arm to kind of rest. So yeah, pretty clever. I will give it that. Not the most ideal transformation on the leg because it's a little fidgety, but it's clever. So I can't argue with the results. So untab all this here, move this head back, flip this over. We can flip this in now. That'll make it easier. Rotate this up. This will fold in. Tab into place, fold in those claws. We're going to go that direction. I like that. There we go. Yeah. Foot forward, heel back, rotate over on itself, tab it in. And then we take this. Teeth up. This comes down. And there we have the legs done. A little fidgety, but not too bad. We want to rotate the arms up like this. There's a little bit of fancy squeakiness in there. Open this up. Fold the hand down. Close it. Open, down, close it, And then we take this piece here, this folds down, and just kind of rests on the back. I don't believe there's a way to tab it in. These will come down like this, and then you can fold this up, and this will, that hole there, you can plug this piece here into. So just kind of, am I doing that right? Yeah. Oh, and there is a place to tab this in, I believe. Gonna do that? No. Alright. They're close. Oh, you can tab them into the tail. There's this tab here and the slot there. So you can tab those into the tail if you want. Or into the back piece. We'll go with the tail because that holds it all into place. That actually looks pretty good. We want to open this bit here. No. This back bit here. And this will fold the head up. Probably want to do that before you plug everything in back here. Alright, fold it forward. It goes back in. And there you go. I know that was kind of a messy transformation. Not my best work, but oh well. Yeah. So he's got this bit here. This is for combine mode. This is going to break on you. I watched Skullface's review and I was like, oh, maybe you just got a bad one. But you see the stress in there, and sure enough, when you move it, it's really tight. It doesn't want to move. You see that stress mark there? That's gonna fail. It's going to fail. So I advise, until you are ready to put this into combine mode, you leave this where it's at and you do not touch it. Just do not touch this at all. But yeah, again, he's got that cool color breakup. He's got the blues, the pinks, the grays, the clear blue, the clear yellow, clear, just clear. Just clear, I guess. He's got the teeth here. The blues match the blues. The pinks match the pinks. I think he looks great. The sculpt detail on him makes him look like he's got a lot of character. I really like this figure. I think he's really good. I really hope they do the Beast Wars Neo, I think it was, repaint, where it's like kind of a white goldish color. I really hope they do that. But head is on a ball joint. So left, right, up, down, no problems there. It's also on a little bit of a hinge. It doesn't really do a whole lot. Light piping eyes. Ratcheted shoulders up and down work great. They hinge all the way up. No issues there. They don't really tab in up here, but it doesn't really give you that much of a issue. So thigh swivel. If this joint was super loose, I could see it giving you a lot of problems. Bends at the elbow. It's double hinge, so there's a hinge here and a hinge here. So it moves up and down like there, and then it can also move up on here. So if you're bending both of them, I mean, you get full bend. So that works pretty well. Hand does swivel. Waist can swivel if this stuff is not in its way. Hips, soft ratchet up and down. Nice stiff ratchet in and out. Thigh swivel, bends at the knee. The foot is on a ball joint, so you get the tilt, and we get a little bit of a rocker in there. So yeah, that works. The heel is on a reverse, or on a ball joint, but on the reverse end, so you're not going to get much use out of that with this one anyway. Alright, let's take a look at the weapons here. So you got the sword, you can plug that into his hand. Works just fine, no issues whatsoever. He's got the gun, you can plug that into his hand. Works fine, no issues whatsoever. Only issue I'm having is I'm having a hard time finding extra 5mm ports, which is not a TFC type thing. You know, they usually have them all over. So there's no real way to store the other weapons that I can see. But that's me. That's me. Maybe I'm missing something. But yeah, all in all, I think this guy is great. I highly recommend him. He's hands down TFC's best figure that I've messed with. I haven't gotten any of the Hades, I think they're calling it. I can't remember his name. Yeah, the other one that they're doing right now. I haven't gotten any of those, so I don't know if they're as good as this guy. But yeah, I think this guy is pretty up there. There he is with the classic Seeker, a Legends figure, and Prime. So he's just about the same size as Prime, about a good Voyager. So I'd say, you know, depending on your collection, he might work pretty well with a chug scale. Maybe a little bit of the larger chug, like most TFC products. Here he's with an MP car, so he's a little bit taller than an MP car. And here he is with Prime. And yeah, I guess it depends. They were never in the American cartoons, so I have no scale to really base him off of. So I can't sit here and say, oh, this is right or this is wrong. But I know the Predacons and the Terrorcons were bigger than the other combiners in the show, individual bot mode wise, I believe, just about a little bit bigger anyway. So if it's following by that premise, then he should be just about right, I would imagine. So I'm actually not digging the sword in his hand. I mean, the sword's great, but I'm not digging it. Not when he's got two rifles. Yeah, that's the way he should be, I think. But anyway, I think he's really good. If you're a fan of the seacons, I highly recommend this guy. I will give him I'm going to give him a 10 out of 10. I think he's great. But you got to be a seacon fan to get into it, because a lot of people don't like the colors. They don't like the overall aesthetics of it. But this is hitting that seacon itch just right on the head. This thing looks like a perfect representation of an updated Scalor in my mind. Exactly what I imagined an updated version would have been. Let's see here. Again, so this is Scalor's bot mode, or beast mode. So I think that's pretty close to the beast mode, only it's got more detail. And this is the bot mode right here. So you can see he looks pretty close there. I would say that is pretty spot on. Except this guy cleans up actually a little bit better than the G1. So yeah, that's. I think he's great. I like him. I love this thing. I absolutely love this figure. I think he's just damn near perfect. I'm thoroughly excited for the rest of the set. And because this thing is so good, and I hear that the Hades bots are actually better than him, from a few people. My thought is maybe I will pick up the. Maybe I'll pick up the. Maybe I'll pick up them just to have some good bots. But I haven't decided on that yet. Because I have no Leo Kaiser. I have no attachment to Leo Kaiser, and I have no attachment to their bots. But I always have a hard time passing up a good Decepticon. Good Autobot, I'll pass those things every day of the week, but good Decepticon, that's hard. That is hard. So yeah, I think he's great. I recommend him. 10 out of 10. I can't think of any way they could have made this guy better. I would say, added some clips or something like that, but that may have, done something to the overall aesthetics, and I'm happy with the aesthetics the way they are. So yeah. I think he's great. And because, just the way the seacons are, I would say this is a good chug version of the seacons, but I would also say it's a good MP version of the seacons. Because it looks much better, and the plastic feels good. Like I said, this is the best thing I've ever seen TFC put out. I wish all of their figures were this quality. If their Predacons were all this quality, even though, well, fuck, if all their Predacons were this quality, most of my issues with it was quality control. If all their Predacons were this quality, I don't think I'd have the MMC ones. I liked some of the designs of the TFC ones better, especially the Dive Bomb. I love that, and the Ravage. I loved him. If they were all this quality, I would be all over that, hands down. But none of them were up to this level of quality. None of them. So, anyway, I guess that's it. I recommend him 10 out of 10, like I said a few times now.